This is This or That, episode 0, little test run, feeler episode.
Donut.
Talk about trades, teams that need to make trades in order to be contenders or to either get away from being like the mid-tier team to starting a rebuild. Or you could say basically for this year, take for Wemby. But yeah, and then we're gonna rank the new city jerseys that just came out today.
Speaking of, since you want to mention Wemby, how about the Utah Jazz being number one in the West?
That's
They deserve some
one
spotlight.
now?
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
they're one. I thought Phoenix was
Oh
still
yeah.
one.
No, they're one. They
Oh,
got it.
10 and
Yeah.
3 now?
yeah, they're 10-3.
It's
I thought Phoenix was. Oh, Phoenix might be 9-3, right?
it's your boy marketed, Matt.
Yeah, I, yeah, I don't know
Look at
how
those mid-range jumpers. He looks like Sean Livingston.
I
And
don't know how
Clarkson putting up big numbers.
Sexton's
Colin
only
Sexton
playing
back.
22 minutes a game right now, which is kind of crazy. But Markkanen's been balling, which I did not see happening because he shot like 35% from three from us for us, and he was just so streaky. But I mean, I assume they're playing him at the four, right? Not
I, bel I, b- I believe so.
I think
yeah.
so.
You got
Why they
Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson.
No, they're not even
Um,
starting Sexton. They're starting Conley.
Yeah.
oh, yes, Conley, uh, Markkinen, Kelly. I think he may be at the four.
Kelly's been balling.
Yeah,
Kelly has been balling.
they just have like a ton of bucket getters, and Mike
They
Conley
do.
passing. That's really it. Like Clarkson, you need a bucket, you give it to Clarkson.
Yeah.
Markin, I
They
did
have
not
so
see
many
scoring.
assets too. They have all the assets from that move, and now they're still in a good spot.
Both moves. Yeah, they got 8 first round picks between Donovan and Rudy. But yeah,
Shout out to the Utah Jazz. And then I feel like a good segue is mentioning the THT trade from the Lakers, and then the Lakers being the big, trade rumor organization going on with all of the big stars that they have, trying to get everything to function well and work well. So y'all let me know who y'all think, like, what players should go from the Lakers.
you got Finn.
You can go first.
All right. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say if you either have to commit or to LeBron and AD for the next 7 years, which obviously I don't think LeBron will be playing 7 more years, but with that guy, you never know.
Wouldn't put it past him.
If they go for commit, that means they have to trade Russ and 2 firsts because that's I guess their only remotely valuable asset outside of LeBron and AD. So they know the Heald and Miles Turner trades on the table anytime they want it for Russ and the 2 firsts. I've seen reports they want Beal. I don't know how they'd finagle that, but it would have to be the 2 picks and Russ. But I don't know why the Wizards would do that.
I would say they need to touch up some shooters because there's a huge difference between AD taking like 18 footers and taking like back down 12-foot turnarounds. And he's not taking any of those back down 12-foot turnarounds. And they're settling so much on offense, and there's no ball movement. And when there is ball movement, someone holds it and slows the whole thing up. So if they're going to move for anything, they need to move for shooting. They need to move for spacing.
Yeah, and also AD can't even take those 12 footers because when he does go for those, he gets doubled. And who's he passing it to? No one that can shoot.
Pat Bev on the block right next to him, looking at
not shooting at all. Pat Bev can't even score 6 points.
He's.
I feel like he provides that energy, I feel, but nobody else is really taking it upon themselves to output it except for Russ. So I feel as if Russ, I would rebuild. If I'm keeping anybody, I would keep Russ as of right now because AD injury prone, LeBron injury prone, dealing with a groin issue right now. But just speaking from an outside organization, like if I were in charge of the Indiana Pacers, I'm looking at the young core I got right now, just Tyrese Halliburton over here and with Buddy Hield. Chris Duarte is insane
Jalen
too.
Smith.
Very slept on. Very slept on.
Benedict Mathurin,
Yeah.
He dropped like 30,
30 the
34.
other night.
23 points in 13 minutes last night.
Ooh,
He scored. He ended up getting 30.
he's crazy.
He had
He's crazy.
23 at half, which
He
is
torched us the first time we played them, like bad.
Man, hey, sneak up rookie of the year. If Paulo doesn't take the Magic anywhere, I feel like the Indiana Pacers can definitely make it to the play-in and maybe even the first round of the playoffs.
That's not a bad bet just to throw as a long shot.
100%.
yeah.
But if I'm Indiana, I'm not banking on Russ. So I feel as if I'd send Russ back to Washington for Beal and some first round draft picks. If the Lakers have enough to acquire Beal, maybe get Kuzma back.
Yeah. They just need I don't even they just need shooting somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, you have
Matt
to
Ryan isn't enough.
Nobody on that team can also really take it and spark it if you actually think about it and look at them. Like they're all deep. They're not even all really decent players, honestly. But none of them really can call an ISO or even be the ball handler in a high pick and roll or like any. I don't know.
Yeah, like LeBron can be the ball handler because I mean I've
I'm
watched
saying
more of
besides
LeBron than anybody. No, I know I'm saying, but when he gets that high screen, he either has to drive or throw the lob. He can't. No one's collapsing. Like, he just has to shoot the ball every time, and he's too old to do that all the time now.
That's what Kwame Brown was saying the other day. He goes, "Yeah, you're how old's LeBron? 36.
7.
Yeah, you're
37, about to
37
be
years old
38.
and you still got to go to the basket. You're 37 years old and you still got to go to the basket. Like, bro, your age is supposed to be like you shouldn't. Like, he's going slash into the basket like he doesn't care.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean he's shooting a career low from 3 right now.
yeah.
So
Y'all think Dennis Schroeder would make a bigger impact to facilitate more for those guys, maybe adding him to the starting roster instead of Pat Bev
Yeah,
to give them a little bit more shooting?
theoretically, yes, but I think it might make it worse just because Russ, Pat Bev, and Schroeder. I
well,
don't.
then it would be Russ and Pat Bev on the bench. That's a little hectic.
That's what.
Yeah, that's
Pat
what
Bev
I'm
doesn't
thinking.
need the ball.
Have
but
they been overlapping a lot of minutes?
No,
I
that's
don't think
my
so.
concern. Like
Not that
Russ
they
is
both
playing
need
with
the
like
ball, Matt. I'm just saying they're both like
yeah, no. Russ has been playing with Reeves and Wendon Gabriel and AD occasionally.
that dude's solid.
When Gabriel, he's all right. But yeah,
They need a big step.
Let's
then,
pop something else in the trade machine.
I mean,
Brooklyn Nets.
yeah, Kyrie's got to be talked about.
So it's looking tomorrow. Today is it officially? No, it's still Thursday. Saturday will be the 5th game since suspension was casted. He met with Adam Silver yesterday. The details are undisclosed. There's no remark yet on anything. All that Saturday means, no, obviously, idiots. He's not putting a jersey on, but we'll probably get a statement. I'm upset that it is going to be during a game and probably asked about in the press conference, but we will probably be getting some sort of statement.
Yeah,
Who do they play Saturday?
The Clippers.
Who do you think is gonna win?
I think we'll win.
it's at home.
No.
You
Yes.
think
Yes.
at LA?
Yes. No, it's home. It's home.
I think LA will win.
I think the Nets could be high off the energy of officially adding Jacques Vaughn to their head coach like
They seem to like
title.
him.
And like you said the other day, the guys just seem happier. And I feel like after beating the Knicks, the Battle of NY, I feel like the spirits could be high enough to beat LA, which could boost them to get ready to have Kyrie back there. Especially LeBron spoke out on it, said something on Twitter, just saying that he's already apologized. He's taken his little time for suspension. So once those days are served out, he should be able to come back. And I feel like they could kind of rekindle in a way to bring back the Brooklyn Nets. And then Ben Simmons could maybe take that step up after that one play. I feel like it takes one play for him to just get back into his game and be aggressive.
I don't like my theory on Ben Simmons could be totally false, but I feel like I don't know with his mental health. But if I'm the coach, I might just scream at him and tell him if he doesn't take 10 shots in the lane in their next game, I'm benching you and just see how he plays.
He's gonna wake up with a back spasm.
I know what you're saying. Like, I don't know what else do you do?
You got to have somebody get to him in
A positive way?
in a way that I thought Kyle Korver was going to get to him this summer. And speaking of Ben Simmons, if you want a pop trade machine, we could put together a pretty serious, like we could output a lot of mass and input a lot of assets for like someone like KD right now. The way he's playing, he hasn't scored less than 25 points a single game all year. A team over the summer maybe is like, oh yeah, I definitely want KD. But a team right now who's like, okay, I made sure he didn't look shaky. He didn't look weird after that sweep against the Celtics. Like he came back looking like KD. His value is way higher now than it was in July.
100%. 100%. Especially after Steve Nash going, I feel like he has a lot of impact on any organization that he steps on, and just he gets out there and get a bucket.
I don't want him to leave, and I don't want to like have to go there or get rid of him or Kyrie. But we, if needed to clean house, would probably do it this summer. That's why I think Jacques Vaughn got the 2022-2023 and the 2023-2024 job, because I think we're going to clear out this summer, kind of reset, and then
you got to see how it goes first. If you guys make it to the Eastern Conference Finals,
of course. And I think this team is poised to do big things. I think this team looks, the way the ball doesn't stop, the way guys are diving on the floor, the way guys are high-fiving each other, smiling on the bench. It just looks like a different team than the beginning of the year.
100%.
Yeah, I've been saying fire Nash for 2 years. I just was never like, because me and Finn have talked about this all the time. They didn't run sets. They didn't run anything. It was just pin downs for KD and Kyrie every time.
Yep.
This mid-range jumper.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't want to say Ben Simmons said it, but somebody on the team mentioned that practice and preference for games was just kind of like pickup in a sense, just like no plays, no actions, no set actions being ran, that they just get out there and just kind of have a feel for it.
Yeah, it's not like we're playing pickup at the Y where you just set a down screen and someone gets open and shoots a three or drives. Like, this is the NBA. Don't get me wrong, they're skilled enough to score every time.
We had no inbounds plays, no half court plays. On defense, we didn't. In the NBA and in high speed basketball, when you come down, you pick up who is in front of you, and you pick up the ball, and you whoever is near. Say I'm guarding this guy one possession, I come down the next possession, I'm closer to you. I'm telling my guys, switch, go over, like whatever. It doesn't matter. There was so many times that people were running around with their chicken, or like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to find their matchups. There was no like iron fist that would come in and like tell these grown men to like figure it out.
Yeah, no structure.
So
yeah,
good riddance. After Kyrie told him in his house he's gonna rip his MVP trophy off the wall and give it to Kobe, that shit was raps ever since.
Yeah.
Or what did he say, Matt? That shit should have been Kobe's.
Yeah.
That's wildly disrespectful at somebody else's house. But hey, it had to happen. See ya, guy. Good riddance.
That's crazy.
My number 3 is I'm going to do the alternate Nets unis that are white, that are like these with the brackets, the bedside. Just because it's due time for those to be flipped. When they were black on Twitter last year, I absolutely remember they should have been inverted from the jump, is what I meant to say. So that was tremendous. 2 is those dark Charlotte jerseys with the accent on the outside.
Yeah, with the CLT in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Those are those I'm a fan of. And then 1-1, those peach jerseys. Those are too clean. It's gonna be tough to see that sweep the board 1-1, but I mean, those might be. I'm not gonna make an egregious statement, but those might be some of the hardest jerseys that I've seen in like a long time for any
100%.
sport.
You want to go?
No, you got it.
So I'll piggyback on that. My first on the list is the Hawks with the Peachtree jerseys, just the black, the color scheme, especially with the new court. They played against Philly tonight in it. They look great. And number two, I'll say the Boston Celtics. I say the dark kind of olive oak green is kind of different than what we've seen in the past with the trim that's on. And I feel like those are just kind of like a soothing little tone for what the team is bringing this year. And I'll say the Minnesota Timberwolves jerseys. I like those a lot. The white with the the colors are going down the middle. I feel like that's pretty tough.
All right. My three, I think I'm gonna go with the Clippers ones. They're simple, they're blacked out with white lettering with like kind of like a tie-dye around the outside of the letters. It's like a border, which is pretty sick. Um, my two, from the picture, like the far away picture, they look bad. They just look like normal jerseys. But I saw a zoomed in picture of the Bulls ones. They're actually so sick. Like the side piece, like the on like the outside of it, and then like on the white, there's like little diamond like texture things, which look sick. And then yeah, the Atlanta jerseys, that like deep orange color is just sick, and the font they chose is also insane.
I'm gonna put up a few honorable mentions. The only reason I had to go for that the Nets jersey obviously is because it's the invert of the color that I liked. And that Charlotte jersey, I don't know why that just was just hitting like a I don't know what it was, Slim. That was hitting a sweet spot for me earlier. But a few that I wanted to throw out there were the pink Washington jerseys. And
Gotta take another look at those.
the teal Suns jerseys.
You like the Suns ones?
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
do.
a big change, and I want to see what it looks like on court.
I feel like
think
I've never
they're
done
terrible.
something like that.
I feel like they're awful.
I was gonna do that as my two. Really? You think those are awful?
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of those, to be honest.
I think they're different, and I'm a Suns fan, so when I see them on the court and just depending on how they play that night, the first time in the jerseys, if they play well, then I'll go crazy for them. But my first initial reaction was like the blue, why? Like that's against the color scheme, and out of everything that you could do for Phoenix, like you could do like a classic purple or just anything to kind of mix it up. But it was kind of off for me. But I feel like it's one of the jerseys out of all of the ones that have been released that will probably grow on me.
They should have did like the Charles Barkley Suns jerseys. Those are jerseys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Any
And then
honorable?
on honorable mention, I mean, it's simple, but I'll go the Cavs one. I also like the Nuggets one. They have like orangey, like
Yeah, those are hard.
Yeah, that's
whatever
tough. Yeah.
those, and then they have like a cool side like fading piece on the sides. But yeah, that's this or that episode 0. Follow everyone on TikTok. Follow the this or that account, and yeah.
You're welcome.